everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And I have a brand new one for you guys today. Let me see. Well, I can't, gotta just try to cover up my address, but here we go. Can you see? My emotional wellness box. Now this box was sent to me by the folks at Emotional Wellness Box to try out for you in this review. So isn't that box art really pretty? Well, I don't usually catch well, but that time I caught it. You know, I can't get through a video unless I drop something. Shh, maybe that's close enough. So anyways, recording in my bedroom rather than in the studio, because in a moment I'm going to be doing another unboxing, and you know the little furry four-legged babies have got to, I was going to say monsters, but they're babies, have got a video to get in on. So we're just going to do it in here. Oh, look at this. It's got welcome to emotional well-being. Tells you about, I think, boxes that you receive. I think that's what it said. And some really pretty tissue paper with thank you, we're glad you're here. Yeah, it's got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. So stage 1 is information, stabilization, and resourcing. Step 2 is self-awareness and self-acceptance. Step 3 is refreshing and calming. And step 4 is self-actualization and transcendence. And each stage, it looks like it may have 3 different boxes per stage. So, like a whole year to go through this. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to get this open without tearing anything up. You know I don't like to tear up my stickers and stuff. I really like the color of that tissue paper. And their squiggly wigglies are purple too. There's the inside. Sorry for the glare. It's warm in here. All right. Intentional wisdom, it says on here. All right, so there's some cards, first of all, that are, this is box 1. And there are some cards here that are tied together, punched and tied together. And they tell you, welcome to you, most precious and valuable human being. Box 1 is all about the basics of emotional intelligence and emotional regulation. What is it and how do we get it? The information card defines and describes the principles. The practice cards offer ideas for creating emotional awareness and experiencing regulation in different ways. And the journal prompt on the to-do kit features or facilitates your individual exploration and expression of internal emotional wisdom. And it tells you the contents of the box and the contributors to the box. And then it's got internal wisdom, emotional intelligence, and emotional self-regulating. How do we develop emotional intelligence? It tells you about that. And then box 1, the practice of intentional wisdom, emotional practice of intentional wisdom. That's that page. Or that card. And then it gives you spiritual practice of intentional wisdom. And each card is front and back. Sorry guys, you know I'm not very well, and anyways. So the first thing, okay, so underneath of that, look how pretty it is. I want to show you that before I go on and start tearing it up. Isn't that in there really nicely? So the first thing that I see is the Perfect Cup Gold Dragon Jasmine Organic Tea Green Tea. So they gave you some loose tea here. I don't know. I can't tell. I hope it's focusing. I'm too far back. And then in there is also tea bags for your loose tea, so you don't end up with bits in your, you'll still get little bits, but so your tea will be good. Bring 16 ounces of water to a boil. Place tea into an infuser. Once water is boiled, remove from heat and pour over tea and steep 3 to 5 minutes. Add cream and sweetener to taste, or drink plain. And that is from dragonflyteahouse.com. dragonflyteahouse.com if you're interested. And then we have some little foam pretty hearts to go with the purple theme, some glittery foam heart stickers that my grandkids will confiscate. Try to get all of those out of there. I don't want to lose them. All right, and then our squiggly wigglies that are really pretty and purple. We want to save those. It's always good to save those for packing up other gifts. And then there is, excuse me, squiggly wigglies. Then there is something in this tissue paper with a gold bow on there. And the tissue paper is all glittery. Let's pull that little thing off and unwrap this. Probably good to do it up here where you guys can see too. What do we have? It's purple. Somebody made this by hand. This was not bought in a store, which makes it much nicer. Isn't that lovely, guys? Now don't let me drop it. You know me and my numb fingers. Somebody actually made this. So if they had a lot of boxes that they sold, they had to make these one at a time to fill a lot of boxes. And there's a little heart in the big heart. You can put your trinkets in there. Maybe you could put your tea bag in here or here, you know, and save it for the next cuppa, and maybe a rusted cookie right here. Just thinking, that's really lovely. Look at the colors and the. I hope you can see it because of the glare from the light. Can you see the like colors down in there? The little dots. I like that a lot. Ooh, I'm too hot. Okay. Woodstock Chimes, this box says. Okay. Woodstock Zenergy Chime. Solo silver. That seems pretty cool. Let's open that up. Let's see. All right, so it's Woodstock Chimes. That's the company. So if you like this, I mean, they have, looks like they have lots and lots of different chimes. There's a whole pamphlet here telling about different chimes. So I can't do this one here. Here, let me set that down. I have the thing in the other hand. See, there's a lot in here. So apparently they do lots more than just what I got. So if you like wind chimes, like I like wind chimes, you might want to check that out. But this has a little mallet. Let's get the paper off of it. There we go. There's your little mallet. And here is the chime. And it has, sorry, it might be a bit much for your ears. This is Zenergy Chime Solo Silver. Oh, I'm trying to get the card up so you can see it. And it says, Zenergy Chime Solo Silver. We live in a vast ocean of sound, but what is the sound made by a single drop of water? Just a gentle tap with the mallet, and the Zenergy chime emits a powerful tone of singular beauty that lasts and lasts. Sounds like this are often used in meditation and healing because they help us to focus and regulate or redirect our attention to the sound within. The resonating sound not only calms and refocuses the individual, but can also focus a group, such as in an effective way to start It is an effective way to start a class, meeting, yoga practice, or call guests to dinner. For best results, play the energy chime quietly, being careful not to dampen the sound by letting the mallet rest on the rod after striking it. Then take a deep breath and listen. Relax, refocus, and re-energize. All right. Ugh. Okay, here's this. And I'm sure that this tag is not here. Should take it off before we hit it. And I'll try not to do it so loud that it hurts your ears, but I want you to hear how that the note lasts. If I hit it harder, it probably would last longer. You can put your little mallet right here. That's neat, isn't it? I'll be right back. Sorry for that noise in the background, guys. Sorry for the noise in the background, guys. I had to turn the fan on. Not well. All right. But I wanted to get this up today. It came last night, and I wanted to get it up today. Because, they were so nice to do this and, send it to me to try out for you guys. I wanted you to see it immediately. All right, next, there is this little glassine bag here. And it's got some stuff in there. Let's see what it is. It's like 3 little affirmations. Like this. And that one says, I am beautiful. I am a beautiful, complex, emotional being. The next one says, I embrace all facets of myself, including my emotional guidance system. And the next one, I treat myself with emotional intelligence. Okay, those are nice. Just little affirmations there. Then we have a pencil that says, be wise. It's got hearts on it. And also in that purple color. Okay. And we have attached to this card, looks like we may have an essential oil possibly. Siberian Fur Oil of Perspective. Siberian fur has a steady energy that supports through periods of change or new awareness. This oil encourages an honest and gentle approach to assessing one's life choices, influences, and legacy, while encouraging us to trust the wisdom and strength gained from one's life path. It helps ease difficult transitions by focusing on finding meaning and purpose, realigning with authentic aspirations, and creating a peaceful heart. And then they suggest you to include this in aromatic and topical use only. Use roller to roll the oil on pulse points. Massage into skin with hands. Cup hands around nose, not eyes. And inhale 3 times deeply and or roll onto the bottoms of your feet. Use during meditation or anytime you want support. This is from health counselor and essential oil mentor at mydoterra.com. Now let's open it and see what it smells like. Sorry guys, I'm not more enthusiastic. I took a Zofran, but it's not working. Okay, so here's our little bottle labeled for the emotional well-being folks. Now it came out. Didn't want to. Oh, wow. That's nice. Very piney. Makes me think of Christmas. I like that a lot. Guys, I'm going to have to be back with you in just a minute. I am so sorry about that, guys. I don't remember where I left off. Sorry, I got really sick there. And but on with the show. Feeling a little better at the moment. So the next thing I got is tied to this card in a little organza bag. And it is a rose quartz heart. Can you see the heart? So, rose quartz will support your heart, your personal power and passion. We offer this stone to you, polished in the shape of a heart. Though the gentle pale pink rose quartz is a humble stone, it holds great power, the power of universal unconditional love. It is a stone of deep healing, nourishment, compassion, and good relationships. Rose quartz is said to carry the loving consciousness of all the heart-centered spiritual matters. Let it support you and connect you to the power created by time, hundreds of thousands of millions of years, and the pressure, fractures, heat, and water it takes to make the rose quartz crystal. Affirmation for rose quartz: I am loved unconditionally by my Creator. Oh, even the bag is like kind of heart shaped. It's got kind of that shape to it. That's really cool. I've never seen one like that. I've only ever seen them square. I'm trying to get the heart out so you guys can see it a little better. So soft and smooth, you know? Silky smooth. Hopefully you can see all the details of it. It's really pretty. I love rose quartz. It's one of my favorites. Right, so there is that one. What else? Can you see the... Okay, this is a Magenta Candle. Never seen anything like this before. But just to say, welcome to your tactile experience of validating your own light. This experience is intended to remind you that you are a light in the world. The box color magenta, this box color magenta is a soft and warm color that symbolizes comfort and care. Magenta is the pinkish purple color in the rainbow and is known for representing the qualities of unselfish and constant affection and love. Each one of us contribute to the whole. At various times, each one of us needs support to hold the light. When you feel weakened by darkness, confusion, or pain, simply light your candle to give yourself the experience of bringing your light to release the darkness. Each one of us can nurture our own sense of light with this simple practice. Special note, it is very important to recognize you are not one small flame standing alone in darkness. We are all connected together with, we light the world. Well, that's really neat. I have never seen any such thing. And so this heart here is actually the wick. And I'm wondering if on the other side of this, if it gives you instructions for it. I hope. Or if it has a smell. It's very neat. It's all textury and like honeycombed like. Kind of has a beeswaxy kind of scent. I'm going to try to get it out of here so you guys can see it without the glare on it. Try not to use my wick, but it's on there too. So can you see that texture like beeswaxy, or not beeswaxy, beehive like texture on it. Oh, look, it's more than one thick. There's like 2 of them. So I wonder if you put it in between the 2. Let's find out. Maybe it says on this card. Aha. All right. Let's not let it get broken. Step 1. Warm the wax with hot air if needed to make it more flexible. Careful not to melt the wax. Step 2. Place the sheet shiny side down and position the wick 1/2 inch extended both top and bottom. Step 3. Carefully fold the wax over the wick using your fingertips. Keep folding until the wax is round enough to begin rolling using fingers and hands. Step 4. Keep the top and bottom even as you finish rolling the wax. You want the top and bottom to be rolled with the same degree of tightness. The degree of tightness will affect burning and quality and time. The burning quality and time. Step 5. Add the remaining sheet by butting it next to the seam of the original. Do not overlap. Step 6. When complete, press the seam down with your thumb. Never leave a burning candle unattended. Keep children, pets, and flammables away from open flame. Always burn in a candle-safe container on a heat-resistant surface. Enjoy. So you're going to take and roll your wax up around your wick. So I'm assuming it has to go this way, because otherwise your wick is not going to be long enough, because this way it's not going to work. So I guess you'd start it at the edge and just start rolling it and rolling it. And then when you get that one rolled up, then you roll this one, you know, kind of match it up and roll it again. And then you have your candle. That's interesting. I'm not going to try to do it right this second. Maybe I'll show you at the end. Maybe I'll have it rolled up and show it. The reason I don't want to try to do it right now is it needs to warm up a little bit, because I don't want to crack it. So I'm going to have to maybe take like a hair dryer or something and not get it too close, but heat it up just enough that it's flexible, and then roll it up. That sounds like an interesting thing to do. And I'm assuming that's the direction that you're going to roll it. Otherwise your wick's not going to be long enough. So may also see if I can find a YouTube video before I do it, just so I don't mess it up. That's interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. Have you? Let me know. Trying to get all my squiggly wigglies, which the cat tried to get in the box with my stuff. Alright, so the next thing is actually a spiral bound book. You're seeing it before I am. So, Creative Journaling for Emotional Well-Being, a Layering of Life. Companion book for the Emotional Well-Being Box Journaling Prompts. So, dedication and thank you. My life has been a treacherous, twisted journey, and I wouldn't change one step of it. I have lots of scars, some visible, many not. Tell me about that. And that's the least of it. I have made choices from naive, not knowing, and repeated them, unable to learn. I have slammed myself into the proverbial wall time and again, only to then be run over by the too closely following truck. I have given my soul away, not knowing its precious value. Each of these experiences has yielded great wealth and a wealth of simple things and extraordinary soul treasures. At this point in my life, my soul yearns to make offerings, to give my wealth to you. My deepest desire is that others do not have to harm themselves to gather their own treasure. I dream that my life can serve, that my lessons can be given, and that others may be spared, and start from a place way ahead of where I started. I crave a world where simple truths about emotional intelligence are common knowledge, common sense. I envision human beings free of self-judgment and shame, free to be confident about who they are and owning their own complexity and value. May you find the deepest part of yourself through journaling. May this little book support you to use image and metaphor as companions to your written word. May each of these pages serve you as you explore and strengthen yourself. May you enjoy writing to discover, know, and claim yourself, and may the images you gather expand your perceptions, your peace, and your potential. And then gives you your table of contents. Welcome to your personal, intentional wilderness adventure. Wilderness adventure. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Allow yourself to do your life in meaningful ways, to think about yourself and your life, to write and explore your thoughts, to listen to what they come through an image, and to muse in wonder. Sorry, kind of awkward. About the emotional well-being boxes. Now this might be important to read. This journaling kit and companion book grew out of the Emotional Wellbeing Box subscription program. The EWB is a 12-month subscription that follows the natural process of therapy and self-actualization. There are 4 phases with 3 boxes in each, sent monthly. The first 3 boxes in phase 1 are about emotional intelligence, resourcing, and emotional regulation. Phase 2 includes self-acceptance, allowing goodness into life, and the significance of healthy self-care. Phase 3 involves releasing shame and calming personal values and voice. Lastly, the final 3 boxes in phase 4 support self-actualization and transcendence of all outer influences to create stable internal references and response. In the full subscription box, each month's box includes a welcome packet with information, medicinal tea for your sense of taste, affirmation cards, a candle kit in the color of the month, a ceramic item handmade in our studios, a stone for grounding, supportive essential oil for the sense of smell, something that makes sound for the sense of hearing, a directive for self-exploration and expression, and journal prompts and something to write with. You can place all the hole-punched cards into your journal each month for easy reference. You don't even need to cut the yarn. Cool. Neat. And it tells you for the journaling subscription, the book is a reference and guide. You are way more than you appear to be. What's in there? Allow your internal muse to guide you and make some of what is within you visible to yourself. See yourself through imagery and metaphor. Reach for yourself, the deep and powerful places within. Suggested materials. So it tells you things that you will need, that most people have, like glue sticks and things like that. Month 1, intentional wisdom, Draw your own personal emojis. Graceful survival. So that's during month 2. Consistent practice, month 3. So this is definitely a big ongoing process. Allowing goodness for month 4. 5 is generous self-care. See, it takes you all through, and I'm sure it goes clear up through 12. Yeah. 11 is luscious growth. And 12, fruitful connection. And there's encouragement. And this shows Valorie Valentine holding the purple heart dish. So maybe that's the artist that makes the dish. I don't know. Okay, so that's this book. It has a lot more in it than what I said. I'm trying to drop it. What else? There's more in here. I had an itch. Here is a little baggie with some stuffs. It is a journal. Trying to get it out without from my baggie. You know how the corners of it can rip out. And I want to be able to put stuff back in my baggie so nothing gets lost. Alright, so you have this, but you have also got the binder rings. 2 of them. Rather large ones. Big old hoopy rings, just kidding. And then you have the yarn to like put on there too. I think it's for kind of dressing up I'm going to put the rings through the holes. I'm assuming that's what we can do with this. And just like that, I have found my little journal. And then these cards also are meant, see, they have the hole punches in them already. Like this is my one with the quartz. They're meant to go right in this journal that's bound. But then you have these that I believe are meant to tie on these each month to add, you know. I think that's because look, there it shows it. Somehow they have them like all different colors on there. Isn't that neat? A dedication. To the one who opens this journal and writes the words of experience and emotion, of truth and falsehood, of love and life, here's to you. And then it's got this says journal kit. Welcome. This kit is a simple way to do something with your own hands to support your well-being. Within each themed box, you will receive a to-do kit and a journal kit with writing prompts. In box 1, starting your journal, is the to-do kit. It is accompanied by the Stash and Smash idea book to inspire creative engage with your journal. Journaling, I think I'm reading it wrong. Journaling is a very effective way to examine and process emotion. It is an excellent way to get emotionally charged material and events out of your body. Find the journal prompts for book 1 included on the practice cards. Well, we found those over here. Right? Is that what this was? Practice cards, right here. Emotional practice of intentional wisdom. Right now on earth, many of us are either numb or can't tell what we feel or we are so overwhelmed by the volume of emotion we feel we can barely function. In many ways, the masculine has been trained to disconnect from emotion, and the feminine has been maligned for expressing emotion. Our EWB goals include the middle way and the healthy empowerment of both the masculine and feminine within each of us. We all need to trust our emotional guidance system, but historically this is an aspect that has been damaged and devalued by dominant culture. The practice of intentional wisdom is to create personal awareness of exactly what you are feeling and have the tools to navigate and respond with this depth information as often as possible. Like 1, within your journal for at least the next week, identify and name your emotions by writing them down. Make sure to track both negative and positive emotion. I'm not going to read them all because then what would be the point of you looking into the box yourself? But I'm just giving you an idea. So that was like the first prompt. And and there's front and back of a couple of cards here. And all of this is meant to go in your journal here that like I just together. I'm going to put my cards in it. So what else? A list of core emotions. So it even gives you a list in case you're having trouble naming emotions. And we can have trouble doing that. And it's actually like it's in there folded over, but you can take it out and unfold it because it's like an 8.5 by 11 size. It looks like, and you can put it up like on the wall. List of core emotions. So it goes through that. So it's folded over. Yep. So a bunch for free downloads. Okay, so it gives you like anger and anxious and belonging and blame and curious, and then things like jealous and lonely, and of course love and embarrassment, excited, grief, guilt, overwhelmed, yes, sad, yes, regret, shame. I mean, I'm not reading everything to you because, again, I want you to look at it for yourself. But then there are different colors of pinkish purple papers in here, like magenta colors, and so it kind of goes pink and magenta and pink and magenta, it looks like. But then there is a magenta envelope, so you can keep things in there that you don't want to lose. Now, you want to undo it from here so you don't rip your hole out, when you go to put things in. And it also keeps it closed so it doesn't fall out. What else? More blank ones, but then there are, there's this pretty stripy one. More blank ones in those same colors. So there are several pages. Well, let me hold it up and you can see how. There's how thick that is just for the first month. And you could always, if you need more space, you could always put in more. It's just basically cardstock, or you could use just printer paper, or you could use, because this isn't real thick, it's kind of thin. You could use cardstock, you could use printer paper, different colors. You could use construction paper if you needed more space and put it in. I think they're going to color code it probably for the months, I'm assuming. Oh, and the last one is a piece of glitter, like pal paper, which meaning pal paper is glitter paper that the glitter does not come off. So that's a very nice touch that they used a better quality. This is by Recollections, actually, but it doesn't come off. That's the point I was making. And look at the front. It's like a little like adobe with the nice inviting fire in there. So I like that a lot. And this is going to go right in there. And this one's going to go right in there. And I'll find a way to get this in there. Remember the envelope. And then this companion to go with it. Alright, so let's look. And there was something. Oh, there's some little heart confettis down in there. I wondered. I thought I saw something shiny. All right, so let's recap a little bit. Make sure I've got everything. All right. All right. So it started out. We had our essential oil, and remember it was that one that smelled very Christmassy. It's like a pine kind of scent. So we have that. that came with the card we can read more about. And we also got our rose quartz for grounding, and just holding it in your hand, it feels good, it's smooth, it's cool. Like when you're meditating, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure what they say, but well, it says ways to engage with your stone. Write your intentions and place them under the stone. Carry the stone that holds the energies and frequencies you most need that day. Hold your stone and affirm your connection to the power it symbolizes and emanates. Place the stone on your personal altar or bedside table. Make jewelry and wear the stone for the power they so freely give. So like wire wrapping, that would make a really nice pendant. Thank our Mother Earth, Gaia, for ever present and generous support. Be a strong advocate and steward for our beautiful planet. Walk on our planet with awareness, respect, and reverence. And like I said, I think having a cool stone, it's nice and smooth like that, it's good to hold while I'm meditating or rubbing it like a worry stone kind of deal. So there's that, and the oil, and all this beautiful heart dish. And remember, we had the tea, and this one is Gold Dragon Jasmine. My husband loves jasmine tea. I like it too. With the little bags. And our little affirmations. We have 3 of those in our little glassine bag so they don't get messed up or lost. We have our pencil to help us get started in our journal. And I don't often write with a pen. I usually write with a pencil because I mess up a lot. And the candle kit so that we, can make our own candle. That's a pretty cool thing. And, oops, really, things are going everywhere. Our chime and our creative journaling, emotional well-being, a layering of life, our companion book. So we got that, and we got, did I say, we got our journal, and we got these extra cards that went with the box as well to get us going. So that's quite a little bit, guys, to get us started on our path to emotional well-being. And I'm really looking forward to looking at these materials a lot closer and getting started on this. Let me tell you, being sick all the time, being chronically ill, it takes a real toll on us, not just physically, but also emotionally, mentally, in just every way you can imagine. It just wears us down and takes a real toll on our life. And this is something that's really going to come in handy and help me. Some days it's really hard to have emotional well-being when you don't have physical well-being. Sometimes it's really hard to be positive when all you can feel is negative. So I think that this is really going to help to ground me and help me, and as I struggle with my physical wellness, this will help with my emotional wellness. So I'm looking forward to looking at this, as I said, a lot closer, to using it, to putting it into practice. And I want to thank the folks at the Emotional Wellbeing Box. I want to thank them very much for choosing me to show this box to you. And it was just an amazing, amazing gift from them to me. And now I'm sharing this with you so that you might, if you need it, or somebody that does, you can go down to the description below and look into getting this box for yourself or a loved one, or yourself and a loved one. So with that, guys, please, would you give me a big old thumbs up? That really helps my channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of this new box. Have you tried this company? Have you, just let's talk about it. What do you think? What do you think of the contents? And the whole concept. I think it's pretty awesome, and it's definitely something I need in my life. So And there's no shame in that. And it's something we all need in our life. Please subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out. And share with others who might also, you never know, want to subscribe to my channel as well. And thank you for watching and listening to me babble. And I'll see you again in a moment in another video. Bye-bye, guys. And thank you again, Emotional Wellness Box people, for sending me this lovely, lovely, lovely box to review. Bye-bye.